Good evening, everyone. Today we have Jaipur ki Maharani joining us, Dr. Pramila ji. Yay!
Thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction.
Yeah. Dr. Pramila ji has been in Jaipur all along, and she's been to the Maharani College, and she's no less than a big Maharani over there. So,
Oh my God.
Dr. Pramila ji, let's go online, and you are the free bird. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Main azad
मैं
hoon.
आजाद हूँ.
It's such a pleasure to have Pramila ji because she is so involved. Called us for a wonderful session, arranged for thousands of people in Jaipur. It was a pleasure to see everyone over there. But today is her turn to share her freedom story. So, Dr. Pramila ji, tell us a little bit about your background before we jump into your diabetic part, because we know you're free of medicines, blah, 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 blah. But many people know now that all those who come over here, it's not blah, blah, it's like wow, 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 wow. Okay, it's a big thing. But I think people need to connect with your history and, background and the roots that you carry in Jaipur. Yeah, please go ahead, share a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was born and brought up in Jaipur. I studied in St. Angela Sophia School here, then went to Maharani's College and University of Rajasthan, where I did my post-graduation, MPhil and PhD. And then I started teaching in took up sessions in university in the Department of English, and later in a couple of government colleges across Rajasthan. My first posting in the government college was in Nagaur, and then I went on to Savai Madhopur and then Didwana, Bandikui. In 97, there was a special selection board through which I came into the Department of Women and Child Development, and that was, I think, something which was very close to my heart, the humanitarian work that I could connect with. And that's what we were doing I was doing with my mother, who was additional labor commissioner, and she was also heading an ILO IPEC action program for child labor.
And your father was
He was
masters in English.
he was masters with English from St. John's College, Agra. Always wanted us to study English, so we three sisters did our masters in English, and my younger two sisters were toppers, gold medalists there, and then they went into civil services, unlike me, who went into research and then into teaching. And my father died early. Otherwise, he said, "You do your PhD, and I will register my PhD under you."
So sweet of him. So sweet of him. Amazing. So, I mean, the roots clearly point out, and you're living true to the word Jaipur ki Maharani. Okay, Dr. Pramila, because you're doing humanitarian work also with such strong roots over there. So, what about the diabetic journey part? When did that start?
I think it was a couple of years ago, more than a decade, when it was my husband being a medical doctor. So he observed, like, I was feeling a lot of thirst. Every time I will walk past by the dining table, would eat something. And then, of course, get up in the night couple of times to go to the washroom. So we went in to check my blood sugar levels, and of course, not to his surprise, then they were pretty high. Then we, kind of looked into it for a couple of days and a week or so, and then immediately started with the medicines. And
a decade back?
Almost a decade back.
Almost a decade back. Okay. So by the time you joined FFD, which was like what now?
First, it was in December last year,
20th December, last to last year, 2020.
2020. It was in December.
By that time, how many tablets were you on?
So morning, I was taking one before the breakfast, and after the breakfast, then after the lunch, and then before going to sleep. And then my husband's friend, who was our doctor for diabetes, he was telling me during the last visit in before Diwali in 2020, आप चिंता नहीं करो भाभी जी, मैं संजय को बता दूंगा, वो तो एक इंजेक्शन लगेगा, बहुत सिंपल है, थोड़े दिन में तो आप ही लगा लोगे, कोई चिंता की बात नहीं है. And that frightened me to the core. And I came back and I was literally in tears, and I told my husband, मुझे ये सब नहीं करना है. And that time somehow my husband had met with a small accident, and then we were almost, he was on bed, and I used to keep my computer laptop there and work. So we saw you on one of the YouTube channels, and then we literally followed you did a lot of research. Then we joined your session.
How many videos you might have seen before actually joining the session? I'm just trying to get a feel of
not less than 50. Not less than 50.
50.
Yeah, and
Oh my God.
by then I had known about the smoothie. I had known about the anti-gravity. I tried anti-gravity. I got my numbers less immediately, 1 hour, 45 minutes after my lunch and things like that. And every video was very convincing. And how I actually joined was, then my husband said, one, of course, he is your fraternity. So he said, वो तो medical doctor है, समझदार है, सही बात कर रहे हैं. और है ना बच्चों, तुम ये समझ लो कि ये सब दवाई लेने के बजाय अगर ऐसे करने से फ्रीडम मिलती है तो at whatever cost it is better than taking medicines any day. I can tell you as a doctor.
और फ्री में इतना है तो फिर थोड़ा इन्वेस्ट करके कितना टाइम सुना, आई मीन
I know, he was like, इससे ज्यादा पैसे तुम सोचो मत पैसे के लिए, इससे ज्यादा पैसे तुम्हारे दवाई में खर्च होते हैं. दवाई तो और तुम्हारे शरीर में कितने खराबी करती है हम डॉक्टर्स बताते नहीं हैं लोगों को. So like that.
How many medicines are you taking right now?
0. No medicine.
Wow, yeah. And since when are you off medications?
I think it went on reducing in February 2021, March. By June, I was off medicine. Dr. Deshmukh was making it less or more all the time and reducing and sometimes increasing. I was struggling with my fasting sugar. And then he said, don't you worry, those are just numbers. He explained me the whole process, that how your liver and your body gets ready to provide glucose to you for your early morning, when you get up. And so that's a dawn phenomena, he explained to me. And I think after June, I don't ever remember having taken a medicine.
And I've heard that you also cleared glucose tolerance test.
I have yet to do that.
Okay. So that's going to be one more interesting feather in the cap of Dr. Pramila ji. And what has been your fitness journey, your weight loss and your exercise ability? How is that?
It is amazing. I stay on the first floor. My in-laws stay on the ground floor. My office is also on the ground floor. Earlier, anything or for whatever, I will just go to my left. Here is the balcony, and I will talk from here, give directions. And if sometimes somebody will call me down, or like my husband will forget a handkerchief or his wallet or something, it would be a frown. Now it is like tuck, tuck, tuck. I step down and step up, no issues. Thanks to you, Dr. Tripathi. Thanks to Freedom to Diabetes. It is amazing journey. Fitness levels are great. People who saw me after 3 to 4 months, they would just wonder, and everyone has asked me, क्या किया, weight loss कैसे किया? मैं बोलती हूँ diabetes गया मेरा, तो weight loss is a byproduct in the process.
So nice. And how many kgs did you shed off?
It was 83 in January 2020. That is the time when my son got married. When I started this, and now I am 68.3 today morning.
Wow, rock star, Dr. Pramila ji. And what's happening on Surya Namaskara front, cycling, running? What's going on that front?
I think Surya Namaskar I started with 3 sets of 3, then doing it couple of times. Almost 51 I can do at a stretch without any problems. I still remember, I used to walk a lot, didn't make much of a difference. Then you told us 20 minutes से ज़्यादा walk का कोई फायदा नहीं है. I'm doing cycling. My entity is a yogic entity. I love to do that. Today morning I got up, of course, early at 4 o'clock, and I was joining with Baba Ramdev for those 75 crore whatever Surya Namaskar. And that's my it's become my routine, my part of life, and whatnot, I must say. Thanks to you again and again and again. So many people who've met me have joined. And everybody who meets me and who has been a diabetic will join. One of my family friends, Deepak Bihani, joined in. One of my mother's friend's daughter, she has joined. Her name, I know her pet name, Khare. She has joined. So many people across board. My Samdhi ji in Australia will be joining soon, although he's already started smoothie and anti-gravity and all that. But I tell him देखो join करने से ही होगा, ऐसे नहीं होगा. So he's in India at the moment, will be flying back and will go back and join. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow we are starting with the 78th batch after 9 years of all this interesting work. And we are having a great number of 850, 900 people joining that batch. So we are really looking forward. So my question to you now is, in this entire journey of 1 year, 1 month with us, what have you left behind?
Left behind my extra weight, my sugar tablets, my anxiety, my laziness, my irritability, my finding excuses for not going for a walk, my finding reasons or just ringing my office bell so that people come up to me and I don't go down. Now, in spite of my CCTV, I suddenly just walk down the steps and in the office chamber cabin, and I can talk to people there. We have a pet dog, a street dog. Earlier, I used to always throw food for him in a packet from the balcony. Now I go down and give it to him, and I enjoy every moment.
So nice. And what's making you happy besides all these things that you've already told? You left all these things behind, not only weight, but tablets, but also emotionally, a lot of changes have happened in terms of anxiety, irritation, all. What's making you really happy, contented, satisfied, peaceful? What's happening on that front?
So one, of course, my health. One, of course, the way I interact and react on things. The other was my children being in Australia, very far away from me, always used to say, we want only healthy parents, mummy, aur kuch nahi chahiye humko. When I see that grin on their face when they see me, when they see and say, "Ay, mama, aap itne achhe lag rahe ho," then that's adorable. Those statements for me. Another thing that I'm enjoying very much, Dr. Tripathi, is me playing the role of a mentor. Till now, I think I have been played the role of a mentor for 5 people in FFD. 2 of them are off those 90 days, but they are still in touch with me. The other 3 are going very regular. That is making me very happy immensely, and I really want to commit myself lifelong for this.
Thank you. Thank you for volunteering, for everybody's knowledge. Mentoring is a voluntary activity taken up by past participants, just in the interest of new participants who are, kind of groping the initial period and they're a little not sure of things and they're on slippery ground, and just giving them that rock star stability and communication that we are there. We were like you. Now look at us. Take inspiration and just move ahead in life. So great that you volunteered for that and you're moving ahead. Wonderful. So I see a wonderful photograph behind you of the ladies.
Yeah.
I think that's your passion and your heart, and you love doing that work. We wish you a lot of great health, great success, great power in everything that you're involved in. And at this age, I feel with 33 years of marriage and kids abroad, not being dependent on them and them not having fear of you all being dependent on them on health itself is a very big liberation. It's like an aha thing where they feel you so independent and free and strongly mobile in your life. And I feel human beings should keep working till the last day of their life to whatever the capacity it is. Yeah, it's not that you have to work the way you were in 20s and 30s, but one should keep contributing and find your ikigai, find your own purpose. And I think you already found your purpose. So my regards to your kids and your siblings everywhere. We would love to hear your whatever parting message for everyone who is in Jaipur, who's in Rajasthan, who's in north of India, and anywhere, everywhere across the world. What would you just like to tell them?
Words fail. This is very difficult for me. देखो भाई, दवाई लेने के बजाय अगर ये सब मेरे हस्बैंड कहते हैं जिंदगी भर भी करना पड़े, all your NOD, all your smoothie, all your anti-gravity, all your yogic exercise, athlete, cycling, प्लीज करो. दवाई के बजाय ये करना बहुत अच्छा होगा. जिनको भी डायबिटीज है, कभी से भी रहा हो, चाहे इंसुलिन पे हो, तरुण मेरा एक मेंटी है, इंसुलिन पे था, he was so doubtful, now he is off 3 medicines of insulin, only 2 tablets he has. This is just the 77th batch, Dr. Tripathi. I spoke to him the other day, spoke to the Captain Pant also. तो भैया 10,000 15,000 लोगों का रिवर्सल कोई छोटी बात नहीं है. प्रत्यक्ष को प्रमाण की जरूरत नहीं है, प्रमाण आपके सामने है. We are fortunate to have Dr. Tripathi with us in our lives, in this world, in this journey of freedom from diabetes. Please आगे आइए, ज्वाइन करिए और डायबिटीज से फ्री हो जाइए. That is all I have to say. Thank you so much for taking out time, Dr. Tripathi, for me.
So hearty, so hearty. I mean, क्या होता है ना, कभी कभी कुछ कुछ ऐसे बोले जाते हैं और वो थोड़े गहराई से आते हैं और थोड़े गहराई से आते हैं ना, तो फिर वो बराबर पहुंच जाते हैं. दे रीच where they need to reach, they land where they need to land. So, and your words have been like that. So all those who are watching in, आगे आइए. 800 वीडियोस है यूट्यूब पे, देखिए. बहुत सारा फ्री इंफॉर्मेशन भी है, उसका भी इस्तेमाल कीजिए. कल्याण साध लीजिए, और अच्छे से करना है तो है ही साल भर की सेवा. वी आर हियर टू टेक यू थ्रू द एंटायर 1 year power pack program. All right, so wish all good wishes for the Jaipur club also, which must be getting formed, and people might be taking initiatives to kind of structure it better and better. And we'll be in touch, Dr. Pramila ji. It's a bond for life, I feel, with you, with the way you have come across right from the first call you've talked with me, I think 3-4 months back. It's a bond for life, and we will meet sometime. Thank you so much for
I
joining
look
in.
forward, and again I say I'm committed to FFD and to the journey of people getting free from diabetes. In your assistance anytime, Dr. Tripathi. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye and good wishes.